I'm Shannon Baker. Some groups come together by accident, especially musicians. A four-piece band out of Greenville did just that.
They jumped on stage with me one day and I was like, oh, this is great. And then over time we just kept jamming together and I was like, dude, we should start a band. And at first they were like, oh, I don't know if I'll have time, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it all worked out.
I've been in other bands and doing the single thing for a long time. And joining these guys on bass is just like, I think they asked me to do it and I was like, yeah, why not? I'll play bass. Because it puts me in the background, I don't have to be up front. So that's what I like doing. Because this, to me, when I joined the band, I was like, this is Morgan's time to shine, like to do songs that she's written, but it's developed into more than that now, which is kind of cool.
I grew up singing in church, playing the tambourine. My dad was a drummer, so, and my dad's side of the family is very musical. I did some piano lessons when I was like 7. Then my dad bought me my first guitar when I was 11, and I was like, I want to play rock and roll. So then after that, I just taught myself how to play guitar. Just been doing music ever since.
Yeah, so I was probably about 8 years old, and my dad came home with a drum set. He was like, my buddy from work, his kid gave up on this. Like, whatever, I got it for cheap. And so since 8, there's been various breaks with me playing the drums. And then around like 15, I fell in love with making beats, like sound design, just making stuff sound good, recording stuff, and just finding, these guys. Before then I was in like 2 other bands, and it was a good time, but our chemistry is just off the charts.
My wife actually bought me my first guitar when we were in college, and it collected dust, it kind of sat around the corners. I brought it out from the shed and started playing with it about probably 6 or 7 years ago now. The only intention was to do it in my shed. I think like the 3rd time I ever played in front of anyone was with her on stage. I'm in the middle of a whirlwind right now.
Yeah.
So my music journey is very quick but meteoric. The only name we could come up with was just Morgan and Company, because at the time we didn't know who was, if we were going to be able to do it all the time.
Rotating. Yeah.
But then it
Can
morphed.
You make it? No, I got to work.
Yeah.
Whatever,
But then it's morphed into MoCo.
For more information about MoCo and how to find their music, visit WNCT.com. In Greenville, I'm Shannon Baker, 9 on your side.